I'm going to honor guests from Detroit, from GMS Detroit. And first and foremost, we would like to give all praises, glory, and honor unto
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakodash.
Double honors unto the apostles, double honors unto the elder bishops. Salutations to all our fellow laborers who doing this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedoms to do so, now more so than ever. The would-be judges, the tabernacle of David, the 144,000, right, who have been ordained to be the ruling class people here on earth, ruling over all mountains and hills, over all governments and all other people, right, which were ordained by who the world fraudulently and falsely calls JC. His name is Yahweh Shai. Always has been, always will be. And to the rest of the scattered elect that are scattered around the four corners of the earth, that be like unto the speckled bird, the Israelite foreigners among the heathen nations, that have the appearance of the heathen nations. This is not a black only thing, as many try to push it to control a false narrative. And to the rest of the Aqua, the sisters that are listening and learning, we say Shalom.
Shalom.
Can somebody grab real quick that James 5, how are you rich man? Baba Kasha?
Oh, it's James 5:1. Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as if it were fire.
Right, and the failure of that money system is a witness against them. All right, silver's up over $60 an ounce. So if you got, silver, your wealth has increased.
That's right.
All right. So yeah, so a lot of brothers was wise enough to to start collecting silver. And yeah, so your silver has doubled. All right, more than doubled. 'Cause I think when I bought my silver, it was at $25 an ounce. Now it's up over $60 an ounce, man. So
That's over 200%.
but with the silver increasing, that means that the dollar is dying. And these Edomites are complaining and crying and whining every day. It's just hundreds of videos flooding the internet on all platforms, whether it be on Odyssey or YouTube or Daily Motion or Twitter, X, whatever. They're just sighing and crying now.
And that's what it really is the dollar is crashing. The silver is really the same.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Actually, silver should be worth way more than what they've been saying.
Right.
It should be worth more than that, but that's neither here nor there. The thing is that the dollar's crashing, and
Engineered.
and Esau is an engineer collapse, and Edom is starting to live like and get a taste what it's like for Jake, like it's been for Jake all along, and they do not like it. So I'd like to where is that? That is it charged up? Oh, it's probably loud enough for me to play it without it.
It's right here. Either this side.
I saw it. I don't know.
It's somewhere around here.
I saw it. Don't worry about it.
It's a speaker maybe behind you.
That,
You know what? WP on it. I just saw it.
I saw it too. Before all the brothers came in, somebody didn't.
Well, it's in the kitchen table. The WP.
I'll go grab it.
You get charged up properly.
And I assume that's what I assume because brothers don't be thinking live shows coming in and they gonna listen to the hippity hop and all that other shit.
In Chicago,
It's probably dead.
Probably.
Let me see to tell me how much life we got. I'll link up to it. Yeah, the one I'm on speaker. And while we're doing this, somebody get that the windows be dark in Ecclesiastes.
Can I finish on this?
Absolutely.
James 5:3. Yep. It says James 5:3. Your gold and silver is cankered,
Somebody else must be connected.
and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and
This
shall
guy.
shall eat your flesh.
The culprit.
Yep, and shall eat your flesh as if with fire. Which keep treasure together for the last days.
Which, when you link that precept with the Revelation, can we get that real quick?
17?
Yeah,
Yep, I got you. 17, 16?
yep.
Yep.
Yeah, because this collapse actually is a big part of the war that happens, man.
I got you.
Time.
All right, they won't need the dollar anymore. It said they will eat your flesh as it were fire. So what we see happening in the world is the dollar is through, man.
Yes.
The fact that a Bitcoin, I don't know what it is today, and maybe it's 80,000, maybe it went back up because it's still one imaginary coin is what it's 80 now. So yeah, so one imaginary coin is worth 80,000 more than a fucking dollar. One coin. That means the dollar is through. They've been getting rid of the silver and gold, but the US dollar, the proverbial silver and gold, is now full of rust, meaning it's through.
Perfect.
Which means your time is up. This is a witness that you're at the fucking end. All right, this collapse is happening. All right, it's fucking over with, and that leads to you can hit that.
Yep, Revelation 17 and 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire.
There you go. So your allies, like it says in Obadiah, all right, they laid that wound under thee, man.
The collapse is going to be a catalyst. And it's exactly what St. Benji is saying. The collapse is going to be a catalyst, which is going to make that prophecy activate. And these nations are going to finally, the nations are already sick of you. All right, they're already sick of these Edomites. Okay?
Yep.
You know, it's not a popular thing to be a so-called white person right now. To be, even though some of them are trying to battle it, you should be proud of but a lot of them, especially the youth among them, they're ashamed.
They're complaining.
Which is scriptural, that they would complain of,
About
ungodly fathers. But I want to play this video, Bob Kasha. It's 2 minutes and 40 seconds.
We are being lied to about the state of the economy and how we are doing right now financially. Some people will say that our inflation is around 30 to 32%. No. Our inflation is anywhere from 55 to 65%. See, inflation was 35% 2 years ago. Now it's doubled from that. And you know that's true because a buggy of groceries from 2015 that was $215 is now $681. You don't get from $215 to $681 with 32%. No. And it's everything. It's everything you buy. Me and my wife went to get some food on the way home yesterday, and we stopped at Crystals and got 24 Crystals, no fries, no drinks, just the Crystals. It was $48.
Oh, damn.
A couple years ago, that was $18. It's $48 now.
God damn.
The economy is so bad.
White Castle.
No one is going to survive anymore much longer. And what they're doing is they are purposely destroying they are crippling the dollar on purpose. Because if you make the dollar worthless to the point of we have no more buying power anymore, it's going to put us over a barrel and force us to switch to a new currency. And of course, what's going to be right there to be ready for us? Digital currency. I say, well, digital currency is safe. It's safe. Nobody can mess with it. It's the best way to go. But why would you want digital currency? Why would they want it? It's because everything that you buy can be turned off. See, digital currency can be controlled. Say, well, you bought too much ammunition this month. You can't buy any more ammo. You bought too much meat this month. You can't buy
It's
any
only
more meat.
got 10% left.
You've done so much driving this
And that
month
was
already.
I'm
You
about
don't
to
need to
die
drive
one.
anymore. It's too much gas. You can't buy any more gas. Cash.
When it beeps, that's the I'm about to die warning.
She said this fool paid $40 for
You
some
gonna
damn
pass the
crisp.
buck now, homie. But you were hooked up to it, but it was Jared down.
Just take the note. You didn't.
Yeah,
Take the
No.
charge.
No, where's the charger?
No, I got one. Come on, lock.
the chip is next, man.
I get the water, brother.
As you
means
can
freedom.
Somebody, I thought it was over. No,
I just paused it.
Oh, my bad, my
No.
bad.
But now here we go. A few more seconds.
Cash is king. If you have cash money, that is ultimate freedom because you can buy whatever you want.
But now-
Everybody knows. It's private. It's personal. You can buy whatever you want. It's cash. But as soon as you have to use digital currency, there's a trail of breadcrumbs everywhere. They know everything you buy. They know everything. And they can decide one day that you said something on social media they didn't like, or you go too much against the grain, and they turn off your money. And you can't buy nor sell nothing. Now, what do you think that sounds like? You can't buy or sell unless you have it. It's coming.
So what's wrong? It's coming. So what's wrong with Genesis?
They sold
What's
out.
when somebody go
Yep,
check, you
everything.
know,
Everything.
what's wrong with
Tazariak.
Tazariak, all right?
When the plug.
Vocab Malone and all these so-called, you know. Yeah, General Gehenna and his people. Well, that would be that bitch ass nigga Tazariak. I'm gonna call him because he is a bitch ass nigga. He's a big bitch.
That's
right.
Big for nothing.
And, and where you was headed, Benji, is leading to the chip. And he said at the end, that's the ultimate game, and 100% control over what you spend and use, which is your whole sustenance, and the ulterior motive is 100% control and taxation. So now, back in the day, right now, you can get a bro fix your car, and he might charge you, you know, hey, give me $50. Oh, now it ain't gonna be $50. It's gonna be $50 tax on top of Esau's tax. It's gonna eliminate small business people. It's gonna, if you're trying to do any little side hustles, now they're gonna be. They already starting with the cash apps. They'll say, "Why are you sending this cash app? Or why are you sending this
It's
Zelle?"
mandatory to put a note down.
No. They want to know what. Oh, I'm doing it because of car. Oh, now I can tax you on the carpet that you sold your friend. You sold it for $100, but where's my money now? So this is 100% slavery, debt slavery through digital currency.
And you can see the plan in motion. They got rid of the pennies, but the thing is, if a lot of places are already saying, this store, this just stop the fucking pennies from being produced. This store is telling you, oh no, we don't have any pennies, so this it costs 84 cents,
Which is a lie.
right? It's
Salakia, brother. Salakia.
you good.
There's literally a billion pennies still in circulation.
That's
I got a bunch.
And still, there's billions of pennies still around. They wouldn't have to make a penny for the next 10, 15 years. It's enough of them
Going
just
around.
sitting around for pennies to still be in motion, everything still to work out.
And that's part of the point I was gonna get, because you go to Walmart, you buy something, all right, you give them the money that they'll round down.
Right.
No, sorry, they round up every time.
Yeah.
So now they're taking money from you. All right, now this is gonna frustrate you. So now you do what? You're gonna go digital. And the penny ain't gonna last place because it costs 13 cents to make a fucking nickel. So why, right? But the thing is, when you look into why it costs 13 cents to make a nickel, is because of the price rise of copper and shit, which means it's the dollar crashing. It all goes back to this damn economy collapsing.
Cause the metal's still precious.
Because you know, this money is rusted over, man.
Right.
Hey, can we get Isaiah 10 real quick?
I got something after that.
And the revelations.
Start at 5. It's a little up, but I'll let you read. You read through it.
This is Isaiah 10 and verse 5. It says, "O Assyrian, the rod of my anger, the staff in their hand is my indignation, and I will send against him an hypocritical nation, and against the people of my wrath will I give him a charge to take the spoil and to take the prey and to tread them down like the mire of the street."
So the Lord said Esau what, which means he set on for a period of time. In this period of time, he was gonna, accumulate wealth, control over the world, and of course over the Israelites, right? But go ahead.
Howbeit, he meaneth not so, neither does his heart think so, but it is in his heart to destroy and cut off nations, not a few. For he says, "Are not my princes altogether kings? Is not," what's that? Calno and Carchemish. Is not Hamath and Arpad. Is not Samaria as Damascus, as my hand have found the kingdoms of the idols, and whose graven images did excel them of Jerusalem and of Samaria.
And it's the spirit that Esau was conjuring back up. Like the other Malcolm said, these are really the old Edomites, because the New Age Edomites still got that guilt because of prophecy. But these older Edomites also because of prophecy, like this right here, and also like it says in Job, though it be sweet, they hide it under their tongue. All right, they finally shown who they are, man. If this, and I see it every fucking day. All right, and Elon Musk love reposting it. You are really an African American, Elon, so you shouldn't even be posting that shit. All right, you're not. You're an African American, bro. Wear it. Be proud about it.
Yeah.
I'm trying, but they mad about. They can't say that they got white pride. They posted, well, you say black pride dictionaries, but you've been proud of this. Asian pride this, but white pride is racist. Because you guys did. That's what you did. You went across the fucking world. All right, when you was better than everybody, you killed every fucking body, and it's okay because you're white, you're superior race. That's what you pushed. That's what the prophecy is saying you would do.
Right.
And that's what you did, man. You can't run away from that. You can't say, well, why I can't just say I'm proud of white? Because white pride comes with
Destruction.
colonialism, man.
Colonialism.
All right, a hardcore bondage. All right,
Yeah, you whitewash,
oppression.
and along with all those things, you completely whitewash and distorted history. And you still doing it to this day. I mean, there's a episode or a show on right now called The House of David, and the people are there aesthetically incorrect. All right, as usual, they're aesthetically incorrect, man. All right, which is racist, which is hateful. To you make Goliath white, right? You make David white. All right, Chat GPT and AI tells you no, they will not. All you need to do is just look at the thumbnail on my present video. AI said it. I didn't. I'll read what it says. But Salakia.
This is back in Isaiah.
No, hold on, brother. I'm gonna read what it says. For anybody who's looking at the video, that's not looking at you on someone else's video. What my video says is it says, it was a question, and it says, you see the AI overview, and it simply says, no, Israelis are not the same as the biblical Israelites. Okay, that's the thumbnail. All right. Yep. Though there is a direct lineage, because they eat them, Israeli is a national citizenship for the modern state of Israel, which includes many ethnic and religious groups, while Israelites refer to the ancient people who descended from Jacob.
That's it.
So it's clearly telling you, AI told you that these people, Benjamin Milkowski and John Blumenberg and the rest of the Bergs and the Smiths and the Goldsteins, the Silversteins, they're not the same people as the ancient Israelites.
The regular dictionary says it.
Yet they have a false, they're trying what they've done. If they created a world, well, right now they're drinking the milk, the substance of all the nations right now.
Yeah.
That and they're not supposed to be doing that. All right, they got everyone paying tributaries to them. I mean, you look at what's going on. They're attacking. I guess they didn't like this.
You know what? It could be somebody tell you Don, go flip the switch. And my internet probably will going off on this one.
Hey, the show still
We still going.
God knows. We're still
we
live.
can still see you.
And then somebody whatever.
Can we go get the candles?
Yeah, he didn't like that.
No, he's like dark.
He got mad. He pushed that button.
Yeah.
Unplug this heater.
Unplug it.
Unplug that heater. I know somebody had it on since we're not here and nobody turned it off. Turn that heat. Yeah, turn that on.
God knows.
We're still going though.
There you go.
Still
Glue
got 3 cameras still going, y'all.
Okay, so nevertheless, they're sucking they're literally drinking the milk of the nations right now. All right, and they have the nations paying tributary to them, which they're not supposed to be. As a matter of fact, before we go further,
It's the black plug, yeah.
let me do this.
I knew it was. I knew because he was.
It was the light.
I already knew because I'm like that ain't right. Salaki. Switch to get the other light back on. I have to be the heater.
It's more than Isaiah too.
Okay, Con, we'll come back to it, brother. But this is something that I must do.
There you go.
All right, I'm still hooked up to this, right? Oh yeah, because the guy that was hooked up to it was blaming on somebody else.
Yeah.
No, that was that one.
What happened was.
Hey.
Elon Musk said cut that lights on.
Who ate the chocolate? It was a black guy.
Classic.
You just gotta take it off the charger real quick and then turn it back on.
Is it?
Yeah, in the middle. No, I don't think it stays on. You gotta hold it.
It looks like it. I see the blue button. It was on.
Push the button.
Okay.
There it is. Now put the charger back on it.
16.
No, because this is a must listen to. This is what you were talking about, and I wasn't supposed to use it yet, but here we are.
Fair use, fair use.
Fair use.
$8.8 billion
Hold on.
in funding each year.
I know what you're talking about.
This parent.
There you go.
All right.
We're good.
No, we're not, cause
No, you're not.
Yeah, I don't think it lets you
Okay,
change
there it
things.
1. Universal health care.
There
Every
it is.
Israeli citizen/resident is legally entitled to health coverage. 2. Caps on out-of-pocket medical costs. Annual out-of-pocket expenses are capped based on income and age. 3. Monthly child allowance. Israeli families receive a monthly payment per child from the government. 4. Paid parental leave. Paid maternity leave is on average 15 weeks, guaranteed. Mandatory paid sick leave, subsidized
It was so
public
much you sped it
transportation
up.
for youth, students, seniors, and soldiers. Soldiers often ride for free. IDF, mashallah, IDF, strong price controls on essential medicines, national emergency healthcare response infrastructure, universal access to mental health services. Wouldn't it be nice, America? Yeah, I bet I got anyone. The list goes on and on and on. Anyway, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. My wish this year, just like every other year, is that one day we stop funding Israel and put that money into our own country and our own people. Wouldn't it be nice to be Israeli? Then we wouldn't have to wait so long.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So so it's just pathetic because, like I said, right now, they're getting the welfare from all of the world and mainly America.
Yeah.
Everybody's taking care of them. Their children are millionaires by the time they reach adulthood.
Facts.
Because when they get that money that she talked about for each child, all right, the child gets a check and the mother gets a check for the child, and it goes into a bank account, and plus they get interest-free loans. So why do you think that you always have these 5-star restaurants and hotels just spring up? 2 or 3 of them get together, put their millions together, get interest-free loans, get loans that other people can't get, they can't qualify from, and now 4, and then they open up these huge, gigantic nightclubs and bars, and they just make money. This is why
The world's paying tributary.
the world is paying tributary to them, and people are waking up to it, and they're mad.
Yep.
All right, as the dollar's collapses and Americans are struggling, it's all bringing up. So multiple things are happening.
Yep.
So you're looking at the MOTB being ushered in. You're looking at the angels. The nations are angry and ready to shoot fire on her, and the chaos, the purge that's gonna happen every damn where. The real purge. And what were we talking about before the cameras went on? I was asking about the game division.
Yeah.
Could you say what you said about it?
When this shit pops, people are gonna rip each other to shreds. People will kill their own fathers, siblings, children for a bottle of water.
That's right. Yeah.
We were talking about a video game, and it shows the psychology of the people playing it. There are no friends. There are no family. People are gonna rip each other to absolute shreds for a piece of bread.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And that video that you had us listen to, I saw the comment section on that, and they was like, "Dang, the Israelis are the only one living the American dream."
Pretty much.
That's
And
what
not-
most of them
and
say.
not in America.
Right.
Why Americans are struggling collectively.
Right.
We ain't got shit here. We
Can I back you up?
not even
Absolutely.
a pot to piss in.
Yeah, he got. Go ahead, but he still got a scripture he want to go back to.
This is Sirach 14 and 4. He that gathereth by defrauding his own soul gathereth for others that shall spend his good riotously. All right, and the scriptures talk about how you heap treasures to yourself for the last days, but it says the just shall put it on. All right. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods. So you're not going to enjoy this earth, man, because hey, the Lord's about the scripture says you're going to be chased out of the world, man. So he said you shall not see the rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey and butter. Because hey, riches is not coming for a niggard, man.
That's right.
You're a fucking miser, right?
That's right.
There is none worse than he that is evil, who envieth himself, and this is the recompense of his wickedness. And if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly, and at the last he will declare his wickedness. That to back up the Saint Benji, man, the elderman Saint Benji, hey, now he's about to show those horns, man. See, at the last he's gonna declare his wickedness. Okay. All right, I was the guy behind the what is the Toto?
I'm behind the curtains.
Oh yeah, behind the bars.
Yeah,
don't let no one pay attention to the man behind the curtain. Okay, now he's the man. Now he's being exposed as the man behind the curtain. Now he has to go back to that sword.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah,
he's going to go back to the sword. You can see that in that with the creation of ice. All right, you know, with all the and now the all this and then not only that the administrations of people in power now are moving against Trump for impeachment. As if that's going to change anything. No, the more Trump stays in there, the faster it collapses. Right? And if they do move for impeachment, that's just going to make the purge thing happen that much faster.
Speed it up.
All right?
I got a precept. This is Nahum 3:1. It says, "Woe to the bloody city! It is full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not." So yeah, man, this place about to go into a Mortal Kombat for real. This is about to be Armageddon. Yeah. You about to see a lot of people going crazy and wilding out and doing fatalities on each other because it's about to get nasty out here because of this prey. He never departed. He been a bloody man. He been a robber and a liar from the beginning.
And this same son just recently died, didn't
he?
It has begun.
Yeah, it's about to get crazy. It says the noise of a whip and the noise of the rattling of wheels and of the pressing horses and the jumping of chariots. So you about to see a lot of this going down, man. The military vehicles, you about to see tanks rolling down these streets, man. It's about to get crazy out here, man. And the robots,
man,
AI.
I got robots out here in Chicago.
I got a scripture.
Yeah, we walked past one last night. That ran out of power when the cold stuck on the side.
Hey, look, man.
Like Terminator.
It's about to be crazy out here, man. People is not paying attention to what's being said. We've been warning y'all and letting y'all know that this devil is trying to push martial law for the longest, man.
Matter of fact, and now that you said that, I'm looking at a headline: Trump loses control as Congress ignites Article 2, Section 4 removal crisis. So it's some sort of article, I think in Article 25, you know, and they're trying to remove him. Now, there were people who said, oh, well, that's not true. It's not happening. But it turns out that it actually is happening. Developing news. No, not that one. No, where is it? Shit, I was just on it.
Well,
Think out. MAGA thinks. What the fuck? It disappeared, man. I had it.
Probably going.
Oh yeah, Sunday as impeachment fear grows and polls crash. All right. So they got these impeachment fears are making the polls crash. Is also making the market go crazy.
okay.
So for the people who came against it and said that post wasn't true, turns out that it was true, and now we got to watch that because sometimes we'll look up something up and they'll say no, that's not true, and it turns out it is true.
Yep.
All right. That once again they're trying to control the narrative.
Right.
Let's see if I can.
Having a devastating Sunday morning. His minions like MAGA Mike Johnson are out there, this Turning Point USA event, saying that, look, we're going to face impeachment of Donald Trump unless something changes. If Democrats take control, they're going to impeach this guy for all that he's doing. Oh, don't threaten us with a good time, MAGA Mike. Here's what MAGA Mike just said moments ago. Let's play this clip. But if we lose the House majority, the radical left, as you've already heard, is going to impeach President Trump. They're going to create absolute chaos. We cannot let that happen. And
let's talk about some of the devastating news Donald Trump got this morning.
And see, the chaos is coming regardless.
Yeah.
All right?
Yep.
Because they're trying to see if the left does it, it's going to bring the chaos. If Trump stays in office, it's going to bring the chaos. There's no way to get around what's about to happen, man.
Yep.
It's just like the guy, the title of the video. That this thing is at our door. All right? It's literally knocking on the door. The collapse of the dollar and the collapse of this society, man.
This is Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. So this is we looking at these last days. Hey, as they say, you can see the light coming on, and all these things. And in the process, this Edomite, he's got to turn up. He's got no choice.
Because he sees it.
Right.
And so he's trying to now see, but that's beautiful because the Lord is forcing his hand. Anytime you rush to do something, you're going to make mistakes.
Yep.
Is there understanding in Teeman? No. The Lord is disappointing him in every single way, and he's causing his enemies to come against him too. He that laid it.
That's why that last shooting event that took place in a particular small country, that's over there near Tasmania. That's over near Tasmania. That's why that thing has kind of been dead. They haven't really been talking about it because once again, like you said, they rushed it and it was extremely sloppy.
But they still pushing.
And everybody now they're pushing the agenda, but they're not showing it and they're not really talking about it. But the agenda went forward, but they're no longer really like. Do you know how they kept the videos playing and make it a talk point? They're not because that was so pathetic and so sloppy, and it absolutely made no sense. Why would these men choose to go to a country that actually sided with Israel, and then attack Israelis?
Right. Sided with the Palestinians.
I mean, Salakia, they sided with the Palestinians. Salakia. Yeah, I said it backwards. But why would a country go to why would attackers go to a country that sided with Muslims and attack anybody in that particular country? You would think that they would go to a country that was completely against the Palestinians,
right,
and for the Israelis and attack there, right? And then they keep trying to put off these latest attacks that Trump been doing on ISIS. They've been talking. There was some crazy bombing supposedly went on, and they blew up a bunch of stuff, a bunch of ISIS people. But the thing is that why would you attack ISIS? ISIS never attacks anything American or Israeli.
Right.
For them to be such a big threat, they only seem to attack other Muslims and Muslim nations that American and Israelis happen to be against most of the time.
Yeah.
So I'm trying, right? So it's like, wait a minute, you keep talking about the threat of ISIS, but ISIS doesn't attack it. They're in the middle of the Gulf War, in the middle of all the shit that's been happening over there in Western Asia, in Syria. ISIS never once attacked any Israeli settlement or nothing. It's like they were always in tour with the Syrians and Iranians somehow. Though.
Yeah, it's almost
so.
Like,
So it seems like ISIS should be your homies.
Yeah.
You should be trying to secret.
It's almost like some tiny tops, took a suntan and grew their beard out and dressed up a little bit like Arabs, maybe.
Maybe possible. So this is a damn what was the event that took place in the when they burned the tea, when they burned the ships?
Boston Tea Party.
So this a bunch of white guys that dressed up like natives, and burned a couple ships and shit. It's like damn that you mean they wouldn't still try to
the natives wouldn't do that.
They wouldn't try to pull that same card again, would they? No,
nothing new under the sun.
Nothing new.
I got something. This is Habakkuk 2, and I'm going to start with verse 5. Yea, also because he transgresses by wine, he's a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increases that which is not his? How long? and to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. That word thick clay is the Hebrew word ibadyat, all right? And the Hebrew word ibadyat means and says this. The weight of pledges, heavy debts. Something pledged, collectively pawned goods, thick clay, which is heavy debts. So now if you go read this in the Amplified, it says, will all these victims of his greed not take up a taunting song against him, and in mocking derision against him, saying, woe, judgment is coming to him who increases that which is not his. How long will he possess it? And woe to him who makes himself wealthy with loans. And everything.
Damn, loan with usury.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's the Amplified, and there's no joke right there. It's that thick clay, the loans.
With loans.
The fake money. You sit there and print more money.
Toilet tissue.
And then.
In contractual law.
Yep.
And then they set it up where they can put you under contractual law without you ever even signing a contract.
That's right.
You know, they call that one, you know, one of those is called Title 4D child support. You never signed a contract, but yet you're under a contract.
That's it.
All right, that's contractual law. That is illegal, but you know, they're really good at doing things illegal and making it okay. And just kind of skipping past, you know, things done under the color of law.
That's right.
Now, and another thing that they're really good at is they're really good at playing the victim and the victim villain, and these particular people love to
project.
They love to project what they're gonna do by saying someone else is gonna do it.
Yeah.
All right, because they're constantly I you know, when you watch like certain movies, and historical pieces that really happened, when most people retaliate, they don't announce they're gonna retaliate.
Oh no.
But what these people like to do, these orchestrated wag the dog people,
events,
is they do a retaliation with the letter and a picture and a record. You know, everybody that retaliates has a manifest, and I'm mad. You know, and take pictures of themselves. You know, pictures of them with all their weapons. You know, they just have a manifest, right? The number and address to all their partners and where they happen to be.
Right.
And leave it in a nice pile.
Well, the plane blew up.
With a couple.
The passport.
Yeah.
It happened to flutter down.
Look, steel, concrete, turned to dust.
But this passport flew out the plane and floated down to the ground. No fire, no smoke, no nothing.
Wow. Look what I have here. I mean, I know. It's comical. It really is comical. When you think about it, man. And this is the narrative that they push. And the most dumbass Americans still believe it to this day.
That was the Lord. That was special.
Hey, no fuselage. It was an immaculate,
So I'm like, damn.
immaculate crash.
Well, then they just need to make cars out of whatever they made that passport out of.
God,
man. All right? But here, I'm going to play this one real quick. And throw out to my beloved April O'Neil. Appreciate you. Because these are hot. Here we go.
Coming out in the last 24 hours as we've heard the warnings of potential attacks on U.S. soil. Iran vows retaliation and
I'm going to retaliate and attack you back. Sign. Picture. You know? I know, man.
It was me.
their nuclear capabilities, they are still right there. And we're hearing the warnings coming out, this along with Russia as well. Let's go ahead and take a look at the latest headlines so that way you can see it for yourself. Now, coming out in the last 24 hours, Trump doubles down on the claim that Iran's strike completely destroyed the nuclear sites. Now, the reason for this is because we are now hearing, take a look at this, U.S. strikes destroyed only one of the 3 Iranian nuclear sites, according to NBC News reports. We're now hearing that they are saying that only one of the 3 were destroyed, that Iran still has a lot of its capabilities. Now, in addition to this, we also heard just a couple days ago, I shared with you as soon as it had come out, Iran was making nuclear threats against the United States, warning us of the sleeper cells that are here, of dirty bombs and potential attacks taking place on U.S. military bases in the Middle East. We're going to be getting into the details of this as we also saw a speech come out from Iran's supreme leader threatening directly the United States Here's another article that came out. Iran's supreme leader issues those threats. And also take a look. We're at breaking news.
So that being the point, man, it really gets taxing, and it's just, you know, everybody wants to threaten, but and what these people in this country like to do, they're constantly talking about someone doing something to them and attacking them, but what they never talk about is the actions that we take against these places, and when they ready to camera for retaliation and reaction, you know. There a lot of times when any Edomite is being a victim of anything, is usually, and then just quite honestly, it's a retaliation against an act that they did. Right. All right. But they'll play it like they're just this innocent victim.
Like
the well, I never, bitch. Right. Well, I never. Yes, bitch, you did. All right.
That's what Cain murdered his brother. Then when it got brought to his attention and his judgment, he said, "This is too much to bear."
He turned into a bitch nigga.
Precept.
Bring it out.
This is Zechariah 11 and verse 5. Who possess and slay them, and hold themselves not guilty, and they that sell them say, "Blessed be the Lord, for I am rich."
The scripture says, "There's a time when one ruleth over another to his own hurt." Okay, it's the same song with the song of Lamech. When he was singing, he said he gathered his wives around. He said, "I've slain the man to my hurts, to my own hurting." Listen, man, what scripture says, he that touches you touches the apple of his eye, man. So you gotta pay. You gotta pay, man. You gotta pay, bro. Numbers 35 and 33. You should not pollute the land where ye are. For blood it defiled the land. The land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. And you shed the blood of the sons of God all the way from the time of Cain, man. So you gotta pay for all that.
That was a long time ago.
Oh, yeah, let it go. Well, the Lord required with that which is past, man, my man. You talking about your GDP and all these debts that you owe and shit. Right? We're going into that too. But you have a blood debt that only the Lord knows how that looks.
See, now Esau, but that's part of Esau's slickery. It's a long time ago when it's your shit. But then when it's his shit, we will never forget. So that's part of his narrative. That's part of his bullshit. And he's like the elder said, he's a perfect victim villain.
Yeah.
He plays victim anytime he can play it. And outside of that, he's definitely villain 100% behind the closed door.
And that's and they're just some little spoiled kids, man.
Yeah.
Esau Edom. I was out there servicing my client, last weekend, and she's a ish, and she got her two little kids, and her son has got to be the biggest bitch nigga. Oh my God, this kid really needs a man in his life, and he, man, I'm telling you, man, and the younger one, because I think she's like 3, she's just doing her own thing, watching a little cartoon and stuff, and he's 3 years older than her, so. And he's just picking at her, and then she would finally hit him to make her leave him alone, and then he would literally start crying. She hit me, and I'm looking at him.
So
it's like, no, you just hit the little girl. You're taking her toys from her, and when she starts doing starts retaliating, and it's just like, and that's just the way Esau is, even as an adult. Yeah. I'm looking at this behavior for him. All right, and then he's crawling on the floor. She had something, and she told him something. And these kids got everything you could imagine, man. All right, you man.
That's the problem.
That's the problem.
Absolutely.
They got everything you can imagine, but he wanted something. It was some little bitty thing, like some little stickers or something. And so he's literally crawling on the floor, but when she can't see them because she's got her back to him. But I'm looking at this little fucker. And he's following this little girl on his all four, on his all fours, and he's just grabbing at her feet, just agitating her. And then when she turned around and kicked him, he literally cried, "Holy hell!" Like she hurt me.
Some shit.
and finally I threw it back on him, and so because they would irritate me. So I said, "Hey, aren't you in karate class?" Damn. I said, so a big old karate dude like you gonna let that little bitty girl make you cry like that? Then
oh yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I do that.
I used the Jedi mind trick on that. Right. I said, you a karate class, man? When you a sensei here last time I was here? I met a sensei. And I was like, yeah, so you gonna let that little bitty girl make you cry like that?
Man.
So he shut his mouth. But the truth is that in that moment, I realized that, especially the little hats, that's their nature, man.
Yeah.
Right.
He was causing all the issues, but yet he was screaming the victim.
Bloody
Right.
murder.
Right.
I got
a
it.
person. It's Job 18:4. It say, he teareth himself in his anger. Shall the earth be forsaken for thee? And shall the rock be removed out of his place? Yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine. So no matter, Esau like a little kid, man. He tearing himself, he throwing fits.
Yep.
He doing all that, but guess what's going to happen? The Lord still going to sit upon the throne of David, and your ass going down.
That's right.
Now this is Zechariah 11:5. Who possesses slay them and hold themselves not guilty, and they that sell them say, "Blessed be the Lord Yahweh, for I am rich, and their own shepherds peter them not." You know, like you were just saying about the little story with the little fuck. You know.
Yeah, that's a good name for him.
Yeah, the little fuck. You know, he holding himself not guilty, but he causing all the damn problems. Like you tripping, man. You know, like, hey, this is this Esau nature. He always been a big bitch, man.
I mean, look at his history. He went to, when we were coming out of the wilderness, we just wanted to come through, come past. He said, we will pay you. We won't even fuck with nothing. We'll be on our P's and Q's. No.
We'll pay you.
You know what I'm saying? But then he's going to turn around and attack the hinder parts, the hindermost parts. He want to attack the elderly, want to attack the children, attack the maimed and the lame.
That's to test out his new swords.
That's right.
But he didn't want to cross swords with no men.
Oh, he didn't go to the front lines.
Right.
He didn't go to Big Judas.
Yeah.
He didn't go to Gad. He didn't go to the mighty warriors. He went into, let me go ahead and get the man with the cane. You know what I'm saying? We was canes. You know what I'm saying? I got to preach that.
Lord.
This Sirach,
Lord.
This Sirach 27 and 27. He that worketh mischief, it shall fall upon him, and he shall not know whence it cometh. So right when he think he fulfilling his plan of bringing out the MOTV, the Lord will rain on his ass. Man. Right when he kick back and think it's comfortable, that's when the Lord will hit him in security.
I got one.
Yeah, when he establishes himself. He said when he's about to fill his belly.
Right.
So right as he goes to get all this stuff in, this is why we want all this to happen. Let the crash come. You know, stop being a bitch nigga and push the damn button. Make this shit happen, man.
Hey, Elder, like that mob movie and shit. The guy's fucking eating. He's in a restaurant eating a fucking goddamn some fucking it was the meatballs and the spaghetti and the pasta. And fucking they come whack his ass right in the restaurant. That's exactly what the Lord is about to do to you.
Yeah, they don't even let him finish his meal. So you don't get to enjoy this.
Nigga fall into a bowl of pasta and shit.
I got James, the 5th chapter, and I'm going to read it in the AMP. James 5:1 AMP. Come quickly now, you rich who lack true faith and hoard and misuse your resources. Weep and howl over the miseries, the woes, the judgments that are coming upon you.
Man, that's an AMP. Can somebody check if there's a hard copy of that on Amazon real quick?
You know what? I might have one downstairs, but go check for
No, I just want somebody go on Amazon real quick and just check to see if there's a hard copy of the AMP.
AMP.
Your wealth has rotted and is ruined, and your fine clothes have become moth-eaten. Your gold and silver are corroded, and their corrosion will be a witness against you and will consume your flesh like fire.
Yeah, because a lot of times, you know, Esau trying to avoid the King James. You know,
There is.
you know, he tried to duck and dodge the King James. He cut himself in a lot of these other breakdowns. He actually proves a lot of scriptures that we were saying were true. The breakdown that we were given were absolutely true.
Yeah.
You know, the things that he was in denial of. Right. You know, the things that, you know, Vocab Malone and other Christianism individuals, you know, apologetics.
It don't mean that.
You know, the pathetics and polypathetics came against. You know, the scriptures, when they're written in these other, translations, is cutting them, man. But go ahead, continue.
You have stored up your treasure in the last days when it will do you no good. Look, the wages that you have fraudulently withheld from the laborers who have mowed down your fields are crying out against you for vengeance, and the cries of the harvesters have come to the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth.
Right on top of that NLT.
On the earth you have lived luxuriously and abandoned yourselves to soft living and led a life of wanton pleasure, self-indulgence, self-gratification. You have fattened your hearts in a day of slaughter. You have condemned and have put to death the righteous man. He offers you no resistance. So wait patiently, brothers and sisters.
Yeah, how many times we watched him beat to death the person that was not resisting?
That's right, brother.
Yeah, then lie.
Right, and then lie about it.
In your face.
Right?
That's right.
Or you know, when you think about it, like if you're punching someone in the head, you know, it's a reaction for them to try to cover their head, because you keep punching it.
Stop resisting.
But yet you want to put my hands and put them in cuffs, but you keep punching my face. You know, it's a human function that you even have no control over.
You're resistant.
Your nervous system is going to make you defend yourself.
You're resistant.
All right, you don't defend yourself just by biting down on your teeth and I'm gonna take it. That's not. No, that's not a human reaction. When something is happening, why do you think that they have something that you call defensive wounds? Like if someone is getting stabbed.
Exactly.
There's stabs through their hands and through their form, because it's a natural reaction to try to defend yourself. So if you're beating someone, all right, and then you want to put handcuffs on them, but you keep punching them in the face, you know, they're going to want to ball up and cover up. Stop resisting, but you keep punching. You understand? All right, or you got 3-4 men with their knees in your back and in your chest. It's going to be a natural reaction to push.
You're trying to breathe.
So that you can breathe. Dude, I can't stand these piece of shit Edomites, man.
That's right. They killed this one Jake on live camera. I guess they had him in a room. It was a bunch of cops there.
Yeah.
You saw that?
Yeah, when they had him, they beat him, basically beat him to death. They've been doing that all along.
Yeah.
Even
I heard the stories before they built that little road back there on 79th that connects to the 92nd bridge.
Right.
When it was all forest back there,
Oh,
you couldn't just go back there. You needed keys. Guess who had those keys? The cops. And they used to take folks back there and beat them senseless, damn near to death. All right? They used to do it all the time. They would take them back there and beat them. I heard the stories. I never witnessed it. But I have no reason not to believe these guys.
So old Sears warehouse on the west side.
Yeah, they used to take them back, take them in there. Yeah, exactly. You know, and they would take them back there and they would beat them. And then they drive them to the police station and they damn near got no pulse. And we found them like that. Oh, I guess the Stones got them.
Right.
You know?
And for the record, this came out on even the news. The one big time chief, and they used to take him to a black site, and they got exposed. You know, I forgot the new name, so I was showing to put him on blast. But he did it for years, and you know they had several, and they came out there that the police had several black sites where they'll take people that was off the record, off behind the scenes, and torture them to get whatever they wanted out of them.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, it was over there on Holman, over there near, in between. It was over there on the west side, right by Humboldt Park.
Yeah.
Damn.
Right between Ephraim and Judah.
That's
where one of them sites was. I kind of remember that.
And I remember, and I can hear Yak all the time. We talk about it. Well, we might have a case. We might have good. We were innocent. We got proof, and then Esau just moved the goalpost. He'll go ahead and change the goalpost.
I'm a living example of that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Why they kept changing, moving the goalposts.
Change the narrative.
I got a
Change the
precept.
rules.
Bring it out, brother.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 22. And the book of Proverbs, chapter 22, verse 22. I'm going to read it in the NLT. It says, "Don't rob the poor just because you can, or exploit the needy in court.
Damn.
For Yahweh is their defender. He will ruin anyone who ruins them."
Oh, that sounds.
That's dropped the mic.
They getting on both sides, man, because say you facing some shit, people with money, what's the first thing they do? Their lawyer is ish. Their lawyer is always a ish.
That's totally fried.
But if you can't afford that high price ish lawyer, if you're ignorant of the law, you can't speak fluent legalese, you're up the river, man.
Yeah.
And legalese is the most hardest language to understand on the planet Earth, man.
Even though it has the appearance of being
Even
plain
though it's
English.
English, yeah.
Yeah.
So
All right.
that's how you know it's
purely deceptive, man. All right.
And then and it's got to. So why would you? And so basically, that's what the whole bar thing is about. The British Admiralty Royalty. That's what all the. That's what the bar stands for. For all these so-called lawyers, they have to master legalese to pass the bar. And what that means is that you can effectively speak in this deceptive language while you're having a normal conversation with me, where what perceives to be I perceive as an English speaker,
right,
be a normal conversation, but you completely and totally made me condemn myself. All right, or made me say something where now you can start make contractual law to get payments out of me, and then if I can't make those payments, you'll lock me up.
Right.
And then still charge me for the payments later with interest.
Right.
This is the type of people that we're dealing with, man.
And that's on the side of the law. So now you circle it back to the video. They getting it on both sides. They getting free health care, all these dainties on behalf of your tax dollars, and then they will turn around and fuck you over in your own courts of law.
That's it. Ain't that something?
It's a fucking two-edged sword.
So like right now they're really getting the substance of the Gentiles. They're really getting Jacob's blessing right now.
Right.
All right. These people have literally taken our place, man. They truly have stolen our identity, and then and that's why they hate us so, because we're revealing this truth to the world, and people are starting to see it and understand it now. And mainly because though there were people that were speaking about this, but no one really seemed to care until we started talking about it.
Of course not. This is Deuteronomy 28:49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth. A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. And that tongue that you can't understand is that legalese. In one format, we're speaking straight English. And they said, you understand? Oh, yeah, I understand. But then you go in court and you say, you understand? Yes, I understand. That's a different thing.
You don't went right up
Once
under
you
the
went
rule.
to court and said, I understand,
You're
understanding them. Standing before them, meaning that you're under them, and they're ruling over you.
What it means is that you're standing under whatever they've
They're
placed over you.
Exactly.
Right.
If you say you understand, if they've placed specific
Charges on
or payments over you, by you saying I understand, you're saying that you are now standing under those charges, blah, 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 blah,
So
blah.
you're gonna abide
and
by
now
it.
you trying to figure out what happened, and next thing you know, the bailiff is taking you,
Thank you, sir.
or you right, or you getting some paperwork to say you got to make payments. And
That fucked me up when I learned that. And I learned that.
And that's absolutely true. And most people don't know that. And if now you watching, now you know. All right, we are really behind enemy's lines under a cruel ruler, a demon, a cruel ruler who not only is cruel and oppressive to us, but he's also taking our heritage and our identity and is claiming to be us. And he's getting the benefits from all the nations. These people, they why do you think they want to go over there and settle in all these places over in Western Asia and in North Africa? They want to take all that land and settle because they don't have to do anything. Why? Because all them dumbass Americans and Westerners, all right, are funding their lifestyle. We're literally taking care of them so they can live high on the hog, man. They're the true welfare kings and queens. Not some fat black woman.
Hey, if they was females, we'd call them gold diggers. Cause they definitely
no kidding.
I got a precept.
Bring it out, brother.
Ezekiel 36:5.
Read 2, then jump to 5.
Ezekiel 36:2. Thus said the Lord power, because the enemy have said against you, aha, even the ancient high places are ours in possession.
Right, now you got to read it again with the ish action.
Ezekiel 36:2. Thus said the Lord power, because the enemy have said against you, aha, even the ancient high places are ours in possession.
Yeah, see, so they're bragging about having the ancient high places in their possession. What's the ancient high places? The ancient high place is the land of Israel. All right, because guess what? The world is going to be governed from there once again. All right, the tabernacle of David will be established out of that land again.
Right.
Okay.
And it won't be no legalese. It won't be no ambiguity when it comes to the laws and the justice system.
Right. It's going to be straightforward.
Yeah, how Shai said, your nay be nay, and your yea be yea, and anything else is proceeded as evil.
Make it plain, make it simple.
Make it plain upon tables, man. You know, because Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is setting up a kingdom that dwells with righteousness and equity and truth. You know, not deceit and false balances and skullduggery and unrighteous decrees, man. That's why this place is crumbling, and that's why it's fucked up the way it is now, man.
Hey, and it's funny you use that word skullduggery, and the fact that one of their fucking secret societies is called just that. Skull and Bones.
Well, it says, woe to them whose works are in the dark. Matter of fact, let me grab that real quick. This is Isaiah 29:15. Woe to them that seek deep to hide their counsel from Yahweh, and their works are in the dark, and they say, who seeth us and who knoweth us? All right. See, the Lord is what says his eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the works of men. All right. It says, surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not, or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding? All right. And see, everything is going back to its intrinsic value. All right. See, the intrinsic value is its true value. What is it really worth? Everything. Whether it be women, all right, motherfuckers started realizing these bitches ain't shit. All right.
Sure did.
Yeah, you know, they're realizing the true worth of things. The American dollar is going to the intrinsic value. And at the same time, the Lord is bringing value to his man. Everything is going back to his real value. And in the end, you're going to be revealed to see, is this the man, you know, that made the earth to tremble? The world's going to see you for the fucking cave salamander that you are, man. Wow.
Right, that Mark 3:25.
I'm gonna do a lesson on that too. What you just made me thinking about it. I actually gathered up the receipts.
Okay.
And I left a lesson about about the wild men, the Vikings, and the trolls. You know, I don't know if you're aware of it, but that troll history is a part of the wild man history. It's something I was watching something that made me Google it and look it up and ask AI. AI was like, absolutely. And so what Esau Edom has done is that he's taken that wild man troll folklore and the wild man thing, and he's twisted it up, and then he threw himself in there and made it the Vikings. All right, because because the Vikings were people of color, they were not pale. All right, and there's evidences of that. So I'm looking forward to doing that lesson. Lord's will, I may even do that one tomorrow. But you made me think about it, brother. So with Salakia, continue.
Back in Ephesians verse 5, Ezekiel 36, Ezekiel 36:5, therefore thus said the Lord power, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen and against all Idumea, which have appointed my land into their possession with the joy of all thy heart and despiteful minds, to cast it out for a prey.
Yeah,
go ahead and break. Oh, Salaki.
And this is the wild. This is. See, when you read about this, when you go into Job 30, that's that history right there. That's that history. You know, so like that's who he is, and that's what's being revealed, right? I got something to back you up real quick. It says trolls in Europe Trolls in European folklore, particularly Norse legends, are deeply connected to the idea of wild, monstrous beings, often sharing traits with the mythical wild man or Jotun, and possibly.
And slow down right there. That's what you get when you. Did anyone see the movie Northman?
Yeah.
When he crawled around on his fours with his son, and they were howling like dogs and stuff, and yet they were the Vikings. That's exactly what I'm talking about. So it was me remembering that, and me watching, and I saw the advertisement for that movie Troll, and then I had just read about that 15th century or 14th century artifact with the Moors, the Israelites were fighting the wild men. And I was like, you know what? This is what they've done. They've taken this wild man shit, and they put the braids and they put the braids in their head, and then they said, these were the Vikings, and that's exactly what it is.
The imagery.
It's a switcheroo.
They switched right. So to hide the fact that the Vikings, especially speaking of Harold Bluetooth, I did a lesson on it years ago.
Yeah, that's right.
Which meant, you remember that lesson? Harold, and it was Harold Blaton.
That's right.
Blaton literally means black man. All right, Harold Bluetooth was turned out to Harold Bluton, and a lot of that ancient Norse is really just Hebrew. So I was like, wait a minute, Harold Bluetooth was Bluton, Harold the Black. He was really a so-called, he was a brown man. And then at the same time that I did that lesson, they had found that Nordic caveman dude or whatever. They did that reconstruction of him.
Yeah.
And he had the dark brown skin and the braids, and he had blue eyes. But
Cheddar Man.
But yeah, Cheddar Man.
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn. So this makes it. These were the Vikings. And when what you notice is what they do, where anything that they like when they show you that time frame where they show you these Edomites that will put the blue paint and war paint and blue on their face.
Right.
That was to cover up the fact that those people were brown. That's where they get the Bluton from.
Yeah.
All right. So the symbol of Bluetooth, that's from Harold Bluton, which is a Viking symbol.
Exactly.
And that's what that's from.
When you look at
And Bluton means great. Harold meant great, and then Bluton meant black man. Just so you know, I did that lesson years ago.
No, when you look at that cartoon Proud Family, they depict the dark-skinned sister that
blue
skin.
yeah.
I mean, they dark brown skin.
I got a little bit
It
more.
was
of this.
Go ahead, brother.
It says wild men or Jotun, and possibly even representing ancient memories of Neanderthal.
Yep. Now I don't have to do the lesson no more. I mean, we just kind of threw it in there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. With both inhabiting remote, rugged landscapes, mountains, caves, dark forests, right?
So while this was going on, while they were cavemen, Jake was living in castles, and there's relics with the history of it proving it.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right.
And
Esau's through, man. You found out. When we tell you, you were not the Brits. You were not the Irish.
That's right.
You were not the Scots.
That's right.
You were not the Vikings. You were not the Spartans. And you were definitely not the Israelites. Right? AI already.
Right. He's a phony. He's a big phony. I got one more line.
Ooh, this man.
I got one more line if I may.
Go ahead.
And embodying untamed and often hostile nature, eventually becoming a catch-all term for dangerous supernatural entities or Tristanization, where they just trying to make a myth out of them. But no, it was you. What that nigga said in Vampire in Brooklyn. It was you.
Yeah.
You fucked. That was you. It was you, nigga. All right, you caught, nigga. What it says, thou art found and also caught. See, hey, the scripture said, well, the Lord said, he shall no more be able to hide himself. You got one?
Yeah.
Yep.
This is the line back off of you. This is Isaiah 25. The point's going to be in 7, but I'm starting 6. And in this mountain, which is what Yahweh is going to set up, shall Yahweh of hosts make unto all people a feast of fat things, a feast of wines on the leaves of fat things full of marrow, of wines on the leaves well refined, and I will destroy in this mountain the fate of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations.
And I love that particular scripture. It's one of my favorites, man. It's so plain. But I'd like to hear that scripture in the AMP and in the NLT.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if someone would read those real quick. No, because on this one, man, the King James hit super hard.
Would you say
It's telling you it was a covering cast over all people, a veil.
Yeah.
Right? We know what a veil is when you drop like a curtain down in front of someone's face, and it's saying the Lord is removing that. And so the Lord is removing that veil that the Vikings were so-called white people. He's removing that veil that the Israelites were so-called white people. He's removed that veil that the people of in Eurasia were so-called white people. They were all melanated people. All right? The pale people that are there now, they're not from there. They're the people who migrated and colonized it and took it over after the fact. Okay?
Isaiah 25:7, the AMP. And on this mountain he will destroy the covering that is cast over all peoples, and the veil of death that is woven and spread over all the nations.
Yeah.
Yeah, it hits a little bit hard in the King James. Adding that death in there kind of gives it a new something. Yeah.
KGV.
Yeah,
God,
KJV, the KJV was
Circus
king on
can't
that
change.
one. All right, let me hear it in the NLT. I was just curious. It was something. Okay.
Don't throw that in there.
All right, so yeah, so with that one, we'll stick with the King James.
Yeah, that was hard.
But you got something?
No, I was gonna read the NLT.
Well, go ahead and read it anyway. We
What you
read
got?
it.
Is it there? He will remove the cloud of gloom, the shadow of death that hangs over the earth.
Ooh.
No, that's it. That is
Yeah, but that can be misconstrued.
God,
Yeah, they could try to.
Someone could say that doesn't
King
mean
James,
that he's
man.
feeling that we're not the people. But yeah, but the King James hit hard
Undefeated.
So what Elder in Psalm 83 it talks about let us come and make the name of Israel no more. Now the name of Israel is still being talked about on the earth. It's talking about the people.
Right.
He killed us as a nation and he stole our heritage.
Yeah.
Now the Lord is revealing. Now we're laughing.
Well, that's when we go to Revelation, the first chapter. What is it? What is it? It say the revealing of the Lord. All right, he has to be revealed, and then he turns around and reveals himself. When you get down to like the 13th, 14th, and 15th verse, he revealed himself.
Down to the color.
Because
Down to the
right,
color.
he reveals himself. What that means is that in this time of his absence, that they've
Changed it up.
misconstrued and changed his image. All right, and then he turns around in later scriptures. Matter of fact, we'll finish with those. Go ahead and get that Revelation 1 and 15, and so that's all still a part of this ministry is to reveal the truth, and people just don't want to acknowledge. They scream and yell that they're a Christian this and a Christian that, but then when you actually listen to the record that bears witness in the Bible, you don't want to acknowledge that. Matter of fact, we can get that too. Yeah, could you get that one?
Which
one? They believe not the record in John, 1 John.
The
I got the
record.
Revelation.
So
Record.
get the Revelation and get the one of my favorites, which is 4 and 3 about the jasper stones and the sardine stones. Get that one.
This
And someone bring up the images of jasper and sardine stones. I mean, it's like how plain can it get? And then somebody back them up with that. Go to Daniel, the 10th chapter.
In the book of Joshua, each brownstone with each 12 tribes. I think they cross the river.
Yeah,
you want me to read the Revelation first?
yeah. Get the Revelation.
All right. This Revelations 1. I'm gonna start at 13.
No. Read 1 first.
Oh, 1 first. Got you. Revelation 1 and 1. The revelation of Yahushua HaMashiach.
Okay. Now let's get that word in the Hebrew and get it in the English and also get it in the Etamon, Babkusha. No, not you. You keep reading the scripture.
Right.
Somebody
This
else.
Revelation 1 and 1. The revelation of Yahushua HaMashiach, which Yahweh gave unto him to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass.
Right. So he gave a revelation for him to show unto his servants. Why? Because his servants have been given a false image. Why would there even need to be a book of Revelation? The Lord had to come to reveal himself. Wait a minute. If he's been revealed, why does he need to reveal himself? Why? Because they've put up this blonde-haired, blue-eyed image of him for hundreds and hundreds of years now.
Sacrilege.
All right? And so now, exactly, Cesare Borgia has been the standard
Serapis
for
Christus.
who the Lord is. Okay? And
Cheesy rice.
and so, yeah, cheese and rice. Okay? But the Lord told you in the book of Revelation that he's coming to reveal himself.
Right.
All right, now jump up to 13. Before you go,
I got that one revealed in Greek.
okay, you got it in the Greek, and you got
I got the
what?
dictionary.
That's perfect. Read yours first.
This is the word revelation in the freedictionary.com. The act of revealing or disclosing something revealed, especially a dramatic disclosure of something not previously known or realized.
Ooh, something not previously known or realized. The Lord, so what's it? So you've been given this image is sitting up in every Catholic church. I've never seen a Catholic church where there's a brown skin, tawny skin, woolly haired, not even a dreadlock, you know,
Oh, in they place that would be sacrilege.
Right. Even swole ass Korean Jesus was still brown.
Bro, Korean Jesus
All
will
right.
fuck up Cesare all day.
Oh, he will fade.
He will beat his ass. Have you seen him?
All right. Well, go ahead, brother.
Can I get it in the Edmond?
Well, that's last. Get it in the Greek, and then get the Elamon.
This the word revelation in G602. It's apocalypse. It's a disclosure of truth, manifestation, appearance.
So come on, ooh, we killing them. I hope you little hats are watching and mad, just pulling your hair out.
Turn off the power
Right,
again. I tell you.
Right.
Yeah, make sure you get them curls. Make sure you get them curls on the side of your face.
All right. Your vocab alone, because you know he be watching.
Connect the heaters, Canasilo.
Right.
He dropped his pizza.
All right, go bring it out, brother.
This is the word revelation in the Edamon, circa 1300 Revelation. It says disclosure of information or knowledge to man by a divine or supernatural agency. So there's no way around that.
The spirit.
So facts from on high.
So why have his image has been here all along? You've been putting this image up. Why does he need to disclose and reveal himself and his information? And which is the book that represents his second coming when he comes at last. All right, jump to the verse 13 and 14 now.
This Revelation is 1 and 13. It says, in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the...
Actually, read verse 7.
This Revelation 1 and 7. It says, behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him.
Mm-hmm.
And
this is very important because he's telling you how he's coming, and he's coming on a cloud, which is what the Bible refers to as vehicles, all right, that travel in the heavens. And here on Earth today, they're calling them UAPs and UFOs.
On a revenge mission.
Okay, on a mission of revenge. You're absolutely right, Pops.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And all kindreds of the earth shall...
Which proves, we use the scripture. This proves the reincarnation. Because what it's saying is that those people who stabbed him, they're going to see him as well. Which means they have to be, here. They have to have been, and they're probably in the military or police officers.
High ranking.
I think they're in the military.
They're probably military or they're policemen right now in Babylon. They could be cops too. It could definitely be cops. Some of them, one of these particular alphabet security agencies, they can. But nevertheless, whoever those two pieces of shit are, they're going to see the Lord, and then the Lord is going to give them. Imagine those two men. The Lord's going to.
When he turn it on, when he turn
the
it
brain
back
that
on.
memory.
There it is.
They'll be, oh my, they probably gonna fall down, have heart attacks.
That's a heart attack.
Oh shit, I was down. They gonna see it. They gonna shit. I did that.
Not
shit.
gonna die yet.
My dumb ass.
Here it comes.
Right.
Don't get away that easy.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
They gonna have a heart attack. He gonna put his life back in. No.
No.
Stand up.
I'm gonna make you stouter so you can take the ass.
No, you gonna have to catch this face.
And what was you saying about fuck him? What were you saying about get
Passed
him?
out again. Get on
Now
up.
get up.
How many times you try to faint?
Right. Now you gonna feel all of this, boy. But go ahead, brother.
It says, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail.
So why would the kindreds of the earth cry out and be crying?
Judgment.
Not a happy, oh, the Lord is here. No, they're literally like wailing because the Lord is going to come. And it's because the nations, the other nations also know that they assisted in our oppression.
Yep.
Or participated in our oppression, or sit quiet and let us be oppressed, knowing who we were.
Benefited from it.
Yep.
Can you say revenge?
Okay.
Psalms 83.
Go ahead, brother.
Go ahead,
It
man.
says,
No, jump straight 13 now.
okay, got you. This Revelation 1 and 13. It said, in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with the garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with the golden girdle.
Right.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Yeah, white woolly hair, and I furnished many definitions that shows you of the definition of wool, especially when you go back to the 1800s and things of that nature. It tells you that wool, even going back to the 30s, 40s, 50s, and the earliest 1971, those definitions usually said the curly, tight-knit hair of a Negroid person.
Yeah,
All
Negro
right, that's
like hair.
what wool went under the definition of wool.
Yep.
So that's what it was talking about. Yep. All right, because Negroes have what you call, in ignorance, people say nappy, but the technical scientific name for their type of hair is over curly, meaning it's beyond curly. You got curly hair, and then you got over curly hair, and that's what people in their ignorance call nappy. All right, go ahead.
It said, his head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire. and his feet like unto fine brass.
Now I have a hand of a Negro holding some brass right here. I'll bring it around to the cameras. Okay. Yeah, and I know it's like it matches him. He's holding a piece of brass in his hand.
Too.
Okay.
He holding anything?
I remember that picture.
No, he just
He just looks dusty.
It just
blended in with it.
right. It blended in, and right. That's that being the point.
You look dusty. You need some lotion.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's a man, a so-called Negro, a so-called black man. You can see he's not black.
Taking
He's
some of
up
that shade burn, right?
He's very brown, brassy.
These jakes need some more
And he's holding this chunk of brass in his hand, and it matches perfectly. It's damn near Ryan's color, his skin color. As he would say, peanut butter brown or some shit like that.
Honey gold.
Honey golden brown.
Honey
Get it right. Honey golden brown. And there it is.
Wah, wah, wah.
There it is.
We're not talking about
Right. So he's got a pair, this brown. I'm trying to get the light. Get it without the. There it is. Perfect. I know.
You say,
Man. So this is the description that the Lord gives you, and then it says it's as if it burned. Keep reading.
Yep. And I got the picture along with it. It says as if they burned in a furnace.
Like pops.
Yeah, no, for real. It say burnt brass.
Yeah.
Hey, pops.
I ain't mad.
I found your brother. I know.
He's right. He looked like the Lord. You shoot.
Oh, you got the.
But you know what? I bet you pops ain't never felt the sting of sunburn.
Hey, pops, look over this way.
I just get dark.
Talking about some don't touch me.
Yeah, God.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
don't touch me.
Like, what's up, bro? I'm fucking burned.
Right.
Why don't you don't put some suntan on?
Yeah, I know. Put some aloe vera, nigga.
Right? Why you gotta go in the sun like that? You got it.
Another copper nigga too needs to go.
Then I tell somebody, hey, go hit that nigga in the back.
Right. Hard to open.
What up, bro? Pow! Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
I've got that Daniel
Come.
10 in the amplified.
Go ahead and get it, and y'all, you got that. They believe not the record. We gonna wrap it up with that. But go ahead.
Okay,
The record.
This is Daniel 10, reading verse 6 in the amplified. His body also was a golden luster like beryl. His face had the appearance of lightning. His eyes were like flaming torches. His arms and his feet like glowing burnished bronze. And the sounds of his words were like the noise of a multitude of people of the roaring of the sea.
Wow.
Burnished bronze.
But he just
That's the
showed
same
you,
color.
and bronze and brass are pretty much the same color.
That's right.
And they call it a bronzer. All right.
Yes, a
You ever
bronzer.
seen them real pretty chocolate Brazilian women, right? They look like they, but that's the actual they skin color. Them dark cinnamon colored brown, the Dominican women.
You got horses of that color.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got horses of that
Okay.
color.
Expensive.
Niggas on Jersey
Expensive
Shore
horses.
put that shit on.
Right. Exactly. That bronzer.
I'm
Okay.
in Miami.
The pale bodybuilders put that bronzer on. They
Yeah,
on
yeah,
stage
yeah.
be darker than Jake.
Yeah,
That's
looking
it,
like,
exactly.
looking like they supposed to be black. 'Cause
Right.
them niggas be
Exactly. They rub this on.
Yeah.
Rub this on so
look
the,
like soul
Exactly what he's talking
yeah,
about.
rub this on so the lights don't drown me out.
crazy.
Go ahead, y'all.
I think it's Yakia
Yeah.
with the
Yeah,
job.
we gonna finish with Yak with the rest.
Okay.
All right.
When the elder quit distracting him.
All right.
Thank you.
First John chapter 5, verse 10. It says, "He that believeth on the Son of the Most High God hath the witness in himself. He that believeth not, the Most High hath made him a liar, because he believeth not on the record that God gave his Son."
So the Most High God, who is Yahweh, left the record of his Son and what he looked like.
Made it plain.
All right, and gave you many scriptures, a whole plethora of them, not just a few. All right, and what did Esau Edom do? He either ignored them or he tried to misconstrue them, or he would get to, you know, everything's black, 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 black. But then when it gets to the scriptures in the Bible that refer to the tribe of Judah, and the Lord being black,
He ain't had no color.
all of a sudden, or they'll say that black meant that he was mourning. Anything
Oh,
that his skin just
Ready.
right, and olives are coming in basically green
and
or
black.
like this purplish black color.
That's right.
I've never seen what they'll say right, but they'll say, oh, he's olive complected. I'm like, so the green one, I ain't seen no green people yet, man. All right, because I see olives that are right, exactly. They're either green,
Or black.
all right, or they're black, and that's what it is. Hey, look. So we hope that this was edifying. We're gonna give all praises, all honor and glory unto
Yahweh Bahashem, Yahushai Bahashem Rakakadash,
Kwam Yasharala,
Kwam Yasharala,
Baba Ball.
Baba Ball.
Pay attention.
Hey, Elder Malcolm.
Yes, sir.
I was looking up.
No, you gotta understand why I said it.
Revelations.